So good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday morning yoga therapy. It's a bit dark and cloudy and rainy out there. Hope to enliven you with this morning practice. Today we're focused on mind and emotions. So the head and the heart, the connection between the head and the heart. And this week I am focusing on nature, our connection to nature as a theme. So I'll be bringing that in as bhavana. So when you're ready, inhale, arms at the side, radiating like the sun shining behind those clouds. And exhale, sweeping the hands down through that radiance. Patanjali says in chapter 136, by focusing on the radiance, the mind will become free of its suffering. So focusing on the radiance in the heart, the mind will become free of its suffering. Some great meditation, which is why I often do this at the beginning of classes, just to clear away the clouds of the mind. So if you can have that as a bhavana, this radiance clearing away the clouds of the mind, the kleshas, those obscurations. And start to increase, focus on the breath, exhale, bend the knees. Maybe looking down at your feet, feeling your feet grounding to the earth like the roots of a tree. Inhale through that radiance all around you, or perhaps you want to bring in the image of a tree with its many branches. Perhaps the sun shining behind it. That's what I'm seeing this morning as I do this. I'm just going to let someone else in. Let's keep that going. And perhaps adding the toes. Inhale through the radiance. All around you in a circle, exhale through the radiance, and then connecting to the root, through the legs and the feet. Inhale through the radiance and feeling the sky and the sun. Exhale through the radiance and feeling the earth. And staying up at the top. Just finding your center. When you're ready, come to hands at the heart. Inhale, arms at the sides, feeling that radiance all around you. Exhale, gathering up that radiance to the center at the heart. Bending the knees, perhaps bowing the head to the heart. Adding Om if you like, or you can just make a ha sound or a humming sound. Om. I'm just going to go into Warrior and I'm going to add the sutra that I mentioned to you. Vishoka Jyotishmati, chapter 136, left foot forward, right foot turned out. By meditating on the radiance in the heart, the mind becomes clear of its suffering, like these clouds that burn away with the radiance of the sun. So we're going to bring our arms to the sides in this sun formation. Inhale and exhale, release. So the movement is quite simple. Focus more on mind emotion. So inhale, arms coming up. And exhale, release. You can just listen to the chant. Vishoka Jyotishmati. Visualizing that radiance out of the heart. Vishoka Jyotishmati. Vishoka Jyotishmati. Ready, stepping back, find yourself sticky for a moment, hands at the heart and center that radiance. Yoga philosophy says that the true self is something called the Purusha. Still, it's changeless. And it radiates like the sun from deep within us. So when these layers of kleshas and coverings and clouds, when they get burned away, all that's left is this radiance. So this is one of the reasons I, in every single class, talk about the sun and bring in that image of this radiance. Let's do the other side, right foot coming forward, left turned out. Inhale, arms coming up through that radiance. And this radiance is said to be our friend, Mitra. going to be chanting about that at the end of ancient Veda that talks about that from Śiksavalli, Taittiriya Upanisat. Vishokava Jyotishmati. So I'm straightening my leg as I exhale and inhale, bending. Vishokava Jyotishmati. If you got the chant now, you could say it in your head with me. Vishokava Jyotishmati. Or if you chant it out loud, you're doing Langana Kriya the whole time. Exhale, Kriya, inhale. Vishokava Jyotishmati. Last time. Vishokava Jyotishmati. Back. Hands of the heart. Feel that radiance coming out, center. Like arms at the side, feel the sun all directions. Shanno mitra sham varunaha, shanno bhavatvayama, shanna indro brahaspatihi, shanno vishnururukramaha, namo brahmane, namaste vayo. Tvameva pratyaksham brahmasi, tvameva pratyaksham brahma vadishyami, ritam vadishyami, satyam vadishyami, tanmamavatu, tadbhaktaramavatu, avatu mam, avatu bhaktaram. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May Mitra, one of the names of the sun, our friend, may the sun and all the deities protect us. Namaste to Vayu, the wind, and Brahman, who is that formless, nameless aspect of the divine. Eternal truth. Śiksavalli, Taittiriya Upanisat. So connecting to nature further, I'm going to teach you a variation of Ding Samaskara, Namaskaram, Namaskaram. This is a salutation to the four directions and three more directions actually. Up, upward, downward, and to the sides. So I'm going to show this. One of you did this with me on Sunday. So inhale, arms coming up. So I'll show you front first so you can see what this looked like. Your feet can be apart or together. Inhale, arms coming up. You can have the palms together or interlock the fingers. Exhale, forward fold, and you come halfway down so your back can be relatively straight, but draw the belly in, and I like to bend the knees just to protect my spine. Inhale, coming up. So you face to east first. And then as you inhale, you walk to the right, which will be your south. And exhale, forward fold. Again, that half forward fold. And inhale, walking right, now facing west. Exhale, forward fold. So again, your back could be quite straight and your legs can be straight, just drawing the belly in. You can see I'm still bending a bit forward. Inhale, coming up and walking to the right. Exhale to the southern direction. Inhale, coming up, walking to the right. Exhale, forward bend. Now you can leave your arms straight like this. Bend your knees at the bottom, or you can bend your elbows, hands in a bit more to release the back a bit more. Inhale, coming up with the arms first, and come to the upper direction, looking up to the sky. You're arching the back a bit, and exhale to the center. Samastiti. Okay, so we'll do this together. It's just a run through. So this is based on a teaching from Krishnamacharya called Ding and Namaskaram. It goes with a Vedic chant, but we're not going to do that part today. And to modify these 4 bends, just recommend bringing the hands to the heart in Anjali Mudra and bending the knees and then coming up. Okay, that's so much easier on the back. If your back is bothering you in those 4 bends, which I think for at least one of you, that would be the case. So inhale, arms coming up through that radiance of the sun, stretching straight up your central channel, and exhale, half forward bend to the east. So try to face east where you are. Feet can be hip width apart, bend the knees. Draw the belly in, or keep everything quite straight. Inhale, center, and walk to the right. Exhale, salutations to the southern direction. Inhale. Salutations to the west. Salutations to the north. Inhale. Salutations to the lower direction. I like to bring my hands into my heart as I do this, but possibly the arms are straight. So to the earth. Salutations to the upper direction, the sky. And I forgot one, the last one. Palms facing forward, salutation to the side directions, the right and the left. Palms facing up, coming halfway down, inhale up, and exhale to your center. Do that again together. Inhale, arms coming up. Salutations to the east. Inhale, walk right. Salutations to the south. Inhale, walking right. Salutations to the west. Inhale, coming up. Walking right. Salutations to the north. Inhale, coming up. Salutations to the earth, lower direction. Inhale, coming up. Salutations to the sky, the upper direction. Exhale. Arms at the side, palms up. Salutation to the sides. Right and the left. Exhale, hands to the heart. Just rest in your center for a minute as I chant the Śanti Patham, the chant, peace chant for Śiksavalli again. Shanno mitra shanvarunaha, shanno bhavat vayama, shanna indro brahaspatihi, shanno vishnurukramaha, namo brahmane, namaste vayo, tvameva pratyaksham brahmasi, Tvameva pratyaksham brahma vadishyami, ritam vadishyami, satyam vadishyami, tanmamavatu, tadvaktaramavatu, avatu mam, avatu vaktaram. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May the sun, our great friend Mitra, and all the deities, in all the directions, protect us. Namaste to Vayu, the wind, and Brahman, who is that changeless, formless, eternal truth. Truth connects us to each other. Through our eternal souls or spirits deep within our hearts. All right, so with the theme of all the directions, let's keep moving our bodies in many directions. Are you ready? Feet apart. I'm just going to do side bends, so this is the side direction. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, coming to your side. Now you can have your top arm up, or you can leave it on your hip if that's too much weight. Inhale, center, and exhale, other side, just side to side in your own time. You can bring in that bhavana of honoring the side directions. Thinking of whatever that means to you. Conjures images of me of devas or deities protecting us in all directions. Top, below, at the sides, all around us, these beams of light, devas are beams of light, just all around us. Of course, that's a belief, so that might be completely meaningless to you. Yoga is completely fine with you being an atheist, so you do not have to believe in any of these things. More and more, we're connecting with nature. It's this very important force that really links us together. So you can always just think of nature. Acharya said, if you don't believe in God, think of the sun, and if you don't want to think about the sun, think of your parents. Well, you can also think of nature itself. You can stay on one side if you like, when you're ready. It's very regulating, this pendulum movement for the nervous system, just back and forth, brings balance, samana. When you're ready, you can stay there or keep pendulating back and forth. Stay like this, or as you inhale, stretch the arm on top, lengthen nice and long. And exhale, bring the hand up and back and look down. This is for neck and shoulders. Inhale, extend. I've got the lower back locked in by the feet facing forward. It's all upper back, mainly. So. Inhale, extend. So hand up and back, look down and away, and come up. Inhale. So other side, imaginary wall behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hand up, look away and down. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. In front, down, or up even. Exhale. So this one side's easier than the other. Let's just do 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, and coming up. Inhale, exhale, release. Bring the feet together. Let's just do a forward bend. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale. Ishokapa. Inhale through that radiance. Jyotishmati. Exhale, letting go of those kleshas, those obstacles, those clouds, that suffering. Ishokapa. Inhale through the radiance. Jyotishmati. Ishokapa. Jyotishmati. Ishokapa. Jyotishmati. Hands at the heart. The source of that radiance. Surya, deep in the heart, sun. The light deep in the heart. We're going to rotate that twist. Inhale, arms to the side. Exhale, just starting with the upper back, twisting to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Side to side, your own timing, keeping your hips facing forward with the feet pointing forward. It makes it easier to keep the hips forward. This is one you can bring into your daily life for neck and shoulders. Very simple, very effective. You can do it seated. You can do it with just one arm at a time, or both like I'm showing. Get that mantra or that sutra going in your head if you like. Vishokhava, Jyotishmati. I like to do the Vishokhava on the exhale because it's the part about suffering. Jyotishmati. Inhale. Radiance. And just finishing up when you're ready. Take it deeper now. Inhale, arms coming down. Exhale, coming to your left. So hand on the left thigh, you can bend the knee. You can try to align those shoulders. You can look side or even up. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Same thing. Not using the arms yet. Just focus on twisting the upper back, neck, and shoulders. Again, you can bend the knee. Just notice how that feels in your upper back and moving towards the lower back now. And if you want to go more towards the lower back, you can come further down the leg. You might add the top arm. You might eventually come to the floor or keep higher. Always bend the knee of the leg that you're moving towards. And you could have a prop at each side. You can also have props in the center, which we've discussed before, for the upper back. Bringing in the mantra when you're ready. Vishokhava Jyotishmati Vishokhava Jyotishmati Vishokhava Jyotishmati Vishokhava Jyotishmati. Ready, finishing up, coming to the center. Utkatasana. You can do this sitting down on a chair. You can hold a bench in front of you or a table. Halfway down or in the center, I'm going to show with the image of that tree. So today I've brought in the image of a tree with the radiant sun behind it. Breathing into those branches, into that radiance, and exhale, hugging the trunk of the tree, and then feeling all the way down to the roots and the earth. Inhale, connecting to the branches of the tree, the sun and the sky around it. Clear blue sky, no glaciers, no clouds, no obscurations. And exhale, hugging that tree all the way down to its roots. Perhaps staying in the pose. Going a little lower, perhaps. When you're ready, coming up. It's the heart. Okay, so we're going to come down towards the knees. All of you can actually put pressure on your knees. So before that, we're going to just prepare with some Utkatasana, full Utkatasana. So lots of squatting today. This really connects us to the earth. I'm going to stand on a block. You might not have to do that. And if this is too hard on your knees again, you can just come halfway down, holding on to a ledge or a table or some rails. Or you go all the way down, also holding on to a banister, rails. You could put a belt around a banister or a structure in your home that's quite strong, and use that to help you as well. Inhale, arms coming up to the front, if that's possible. This pose is for grounding. Connecting to the earth. Exhale, bending the knees if you can beyond the Ardha Utkatasana, come into the full Utkatasana. Classically, hands are up, palms together or interlocked. I like to add on the stretch of the upper back, neck and shoulders, hands down, and feel the stretch through the whole lower back. Inhale, move the arms first in line with the ears coming up. And exhale, forward fold. It's working very much with Apana-vayu, that downward flow of energy, that honoring of the earth, that lower direction. Inhale, of course, is the upper direction. Those directions we just practiced are very much part of yoga. This can be hard on the knees, so just going halfway down if it's too hard on your knees. Also put your buttocks against the wall. And just go halfway down with your back at the wall. And when you're ready, staying in the lower direction. Then can you just inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, arms down. And when you feel ready, going into child's pose. We're going to do the salutation from the earth. So if you can, seated in Vajrasana. Otherwise, if that's too hard on your knees, to stay in lifted Vajrasana. Okay, so if it's too much, in diamond pose here, the Vajra is your spine. This makes your spine very, very straight. Seat it like this. Or coming up here and just staying here when we go down. Okay, so I'm going to start lower. Inhale, arms coming up. Prithvi Namaskaram, earth salutation. Bringing your chin in. Exhale, forward bend. Hands in front of you. Inhale, Chakravakasana. Lining the wrists with the shoulders. Exhale, rounding the spine and coming back. And bringing the hands in full. This is the Namaskaram. Women in India, this is how they do salutations. You see them at temples in this position, as opposed to on their belly with the arms straight in front, like we do in sun salutations. Inhale, arms coming first in line with the ears coming up. And exhale, starting position, timing the movement of the arms with the legs. So at the end, completely back in the seated position with the arms down. Next add-on is downward facing dog. Inhale, coming up. You can skip any of the parts. It's too much. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, Chakravakasana, cat looking up. Exhale, tucking the toes under downward facing dog, or just go into child if this is too much for you. Inhale, Chakravakasana. Also have the blanket under the knees. That's a modification. Exhale, child. Rounding the spine, drawing the belly in, and bringing the hands back, so completely rounding the spine. Inhale, arms coming in line with ears, coming up, chin in, Jaludhara Bandha, palms facing forward. Exhale, starting position. Bring an intention of honoring the earth as you do this. So one of the names of this is Prithvi Namaskaram, earth salutation. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, Chakravakasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, if you'd like, instead of Chakravakasana, you can add Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. You keep up on the toes or release the knees down. Exhale, up on the toes is more support for the lower back. Exhale, coming back, hands in. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. And at the up dog, also in the Chakravakasana going into it. Inhale. Exhale, again, leading the hands forward. This prepares you for the length of upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And you can release those knees down if you like. Exhale, Adho Mukha Vajrasana.
hands in. It's your salutation. Inhale, arms coming up.
Exhale, starting position. We're going to keep this going, and we're going to add a bit more bhavana to it. So we're going to om every time we exhale. Inhale, you can do many things with this. Om, om namo namaha. Om. Inhale. 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 Om namo. Om namo. That together, inhale, arms up. Om namo. Since I surrender, I let go. Inhale. Om namo. Inhale. Om namo. Inhale. Om namo. Last round. Om namo namaha. Sounds like this. Om namo namaha. Inhale, coming up. Om namo namaha. Inhale. Om namo namaha. Inhale. Om namo namaha. Inhale. Om namo namaha. Heart. Ready, seated in a position for pranayama meditation. You need a break, you can do shavasana instead and just do ujjayi pranayama. You need more rest. Often in a morning practice, we will not do much shavasana or any. Keep the energy up. Feel free to put blocks under the knees, under the buttocks, sit at a wall, any of those things to be comfortable. Pratiloma Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhale both nostrils. Exhale left nostril using Reiki Mudra or just a little crow with your hand, crow beak. So deer mudra or that crow. Inhale both nostrils, exhale left, keeping that elbow up, half closing the left nostril. Inhale left. Exhale both nostrils. Just demonstrate quickly right now. Inhale both nostrils. Exhale right, half closing right nostril, keep the elbow up. I'm switching hands. Inhale right, half closing that right nostril. Exhale both nostrils, Ujjayi Pranayama, constricting the throat. So we'll keep this going. We've done this before. Inhale both, exhale left. Excuse me. Inhale left, exhale both. Inhale both, exhale right. Inhale right, exhale both. It's like the letter N. Pick a ratio that works for you. Inhale 4 to 12 seconds. Pause, exhale the same. Do this for around 5 minutes. Classically, you do 12 rounds. You can add a hold after inhale or exhale, approximately half the length of that breath, or maybe the same length. There are different ratios you can work with. You should work with a teacher to discover what ratio is best for you. Just a reminder that holding after inhale is Brahmana. It lifts the energy, expands the energy. And hold after exhale is about letting go of toxins of mind or body. Do both or just one of those, depending on how you're feeling. This pranayama is very balancing for the mind. It's used to balance mind and emotions. It's used for bipolar disorder, for example, but any balancing of the brain chemistry. Finishing up your last round. Moving to Ujjayi Pranayama when you finish. Just observing the natural rise and fall of the breath. Feeling the breath move from the nostrils down to the expanding belly as you inhale. And exhale, feeling the breath move from the contracting belly up and out through the lungs, and through the nostrils. Like focus on inhale, Shan, exhale, T, Shanti, peace. Or you can say in English, inhale M, exhale peace. Śanti Patham we did today from the Śiksavalli ends in Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace in my thoughts, my words, my actions, my body, my speech, my mind. This peace protect me from any negativity in myself, others, and nature. Shanti and peace. Like tip of the tongue, roof of the mouth. Continue this or close with me. Om Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, 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 peace. Stay. Namaskaram.